postpartum depression after my twins. I had anxiety real bad, and so I needed an outlet to handle my anxiety. It's healing. Most people couldn't dream of doing their passion every day. It's just really a faith walk. And whatever happens, happens. I probably was about 12 years old, just baking cookies. I put baking down a long time. And then I was a teenage mother, so a lot of times, I would have to bake or cook or something and didn't know what I was doing being so young, having kids. But then I picked it back up when my dad got sick. He got sick and was in the hospital. And my first big bake while he was in the hospital was a pound cake. And so my sister said, "Oh, girl, you did it. You might need to do something about this." I sat it down for a long time after that. He got well, I stopped baking. And so once I had the twins, that's when I picked it back up. So being that I had kids so early in life, as a teenager, I had 2 kids by the age of 19. And then I had another child at like 27. And then having the twins at like 32 years old, I had pretty much teenagers, and then I had little babies. And so I think the shock of it all, having to come home and seeing so many kids at one time, and then you having to alter my time with each one and making sure that I spent enough time with each child and still going to work. The pressures of life I just felt like it was running me crazy. And so I just needed something. Like I would go home and just cry, didn't want to be there. Postpartum is, depressed that I don't have my mama, like I don't have any help, even though my husband was there, but these babies crying all the time. And I'm like, okay, I need something to kind of tune that out just for me. I need something just for me. And so baking was that for me. So I was a grant manager for the state of Florida. And so I couldn't concentrate at work. And so one of my good friends, Brittany Jones, called me and she said, "Girl, I just quit my job to go full time and being an entrepreneur." And I said, "Hold on, let me go outside real quick." And so she talked to me and she kind of inspired me. And I was like, okay, God, maybe that's the nudge I needed to get out here, because I can't think about anything else but cake. I can't go nowhere in the state because they like, "You the cake lady." And so it's just like everybody just kept talking about cake. And so about a month later, I put in my 2-week notice. Tailored Confections. So in the beginning, I was telling my sister I need a catchy name. And she was like, "Oh, you tailored the confections to their taste buds." I was like, "Okay, girl." And so that's how Tailored Confections. As we've grown, it was too long. And so I was like, TC. So TC. So now I'm known as Miss TC, which has nothing to do with my name. So Southwood Sweets in Southwood, they reached out to me and was like, "Hey, would you be interested in partnering up? I need a bakery," because they had another bakery and they pulled out at the last minute. And so someone mentioned me. So that little spot, Red Eye called. "Hey, you doing it for Southwood Sweets? Can I get some too?" Okay, cool. Then somebody else, "Well, Smoothie Time. Hey, you doing Red Eye? Can you do me?" And then, somebody else. that's how it's always been. And then the major one that we recently got about was the International Airport. So we in TLH. I didn't even know until recently we're the first Black woman-owned bakery in the airport. So that made huge news. It's been good. It's been good. Yes, and we have vending machines. So those are the vending machines. So we're just all over. So they called me. So they have a new baker. They have a new Tailwind is the actual vendor for the airport. They called me and said, hey, we're wanting to bring in local businesses to help garner some more publicity for the airport. Sure. We go there. As soon as I walk into the airport, they're like, TC Bakery? Because I had my shirt on, and they're like, you coming in here? You coming in here? And I was like, yeah. And so from there, he was like, oh, I guess you already in here then. And so I filled out the paperwork, and it's been gold ever since. That airport has blessed my life, because now not only am I being known here at home, but people are doing international flights. Because I'm after TSA. So they can take it on the plane with them. So now I have people in like Ohio and Charlotte and these different areas around the country like, hey, I had your product and I got it from Tallahassee Airport. So it has catapulted the business another level. And then to have, Black Enterprise call me and say, hey, you're the first Black. What? I didn't even know. Because that's never my intention to get the notoriety. It was just another opportunity for people to like my stuff.
Best case you can buy.
Thank you. Seeing someone smile, the money is great and it's good and all that, but at the end of the day, my main focus is I want you to enjoy my product. That's all I really want. So if you celebrating a birthday or a wedding and you choose me as part of your celebration, that's an honor for me. Sometimes I don't even take money just because I just like to see the smiles. That's what's driving me. That's my passion, is to see people enjoy my product, because it takes them back to a time where, I remember my big mama used to make this, and, my sweet potato pie, they'll say, oh my goodness, it tastes just like my grandmama. That's what I want. And so that's really what's like the driving force behind everything.
So off and on, I would get every blue moon, but now I'm getting pretty often. And I refer her to all of my friends, my church members, co-workers, and so forth, and just trying to, support her. Support, a Black-owned woman business who really has a heart for, it's her business, but she has a heart for, serving people. So you want to support individuals that are doing things like that.
I tell her every single day how proud of her I am. I'm so glad you just you blowing up, you're there. You're doing your thing. And you finna take the world by storm. I tell her that every day. And she was like, oh, well, I appreciate you. No, you don't understand. I appreciate you for letting me be a part of it. So, yeah, I'm just happy for her. What I've learned from Jennifer is to, regardless of what you go through, continue to keep pushing, because there's sunshine on the other side of the storm.
I was in pain with that depression, and he literally took, I birthed out my purpose in that place, that bad place that I was in. And then to have a supportive family on top of that told me you could do it. And it has been so real for all of us. And I attribute just everything to my upbringing. My daddy was the one that taught me how to be a woman. With my mama dying at 10, he never remarried. And so it was just him and I until the day he died, like a year ago. And so he would speak things into me when I didn't even believe in myself. And even I still have those times where I can't believe this is happening. Why? I question it all the time. Why me? Why am I the one? It's a million people probably can bake better than me, but why am I the one that has taken Tallahassee over by storm? And it's God ordained. And so there is no explanation for it. So it's just taking it all in. Taking it all in. He always told me I could do anything I wanted to do. Anything I wanted to do. before he died, I saw him an hour before he died, and he told me, baby, you're going to be a household name. And I was like, Daddy, you don't know what you're talking about. And sure enough, it's like, people going to know your name. And I was like, whatever, I'm just trying to bake a little something to get these kids through college. And he died an hour later on my couch. And it's when he spoke those words are coming true. Baking has provided that same outlet for me, especially now that my dad's gone. It's healing. It's healing to me. And seeing that people are enjoying the product and seeing the fruits of my labor and seeing everything that he's spoken to my life and seeing that it's coming true. I mean, that's a driving force for me every morning, that I get to do something I love every single day. Most people couldn't dream of doing their passion every day, because I would do it without money. I would literally get up, and if I could do this every day, I would, like literally without any pay, anything. So getting paid and getting the notoriety is just extra for me. I still don't know how to take all what's happening. I really, really don't. I don't have a business plan. I'm serious, there's no business plan. There's no forecasting. There's nothing. I'm still self-funded. I'm still playing it by ear. It's just really a faith walk. And whatever happens, happens.